I gotta say, Coach Deon here. Hey, man, I was just jogging on the track, and I just wanted to holler at all of you wonderful middle, high school, and college student athletes participating in competitive sports. Listen to me. It's not easy, but if you put in the work, it's worth it. All right? I always tell young players every single day, these are the three qualities. This is what I want all of you to remember. You give your best, you do your best, and you'll be your best. And then the bonus is you let your best settle the score. Yeah. Listen to me. You control your own destiny. All right? Now, you have to have a plan. You have to be willing to work beyond fatigue to make it. When you go to practice, you've got to be focused. You've got to be mentally and emotionally ready. That's why I always tell young athletes, listen, manage your time. Manage your day. Athletes who mismanage their time, they typically fall short somewhere, be it in the classroom or perhaps it could be playing whatever sport you play. But that's, again, you got to manage your time. And you can't be everything to everybody. And then I'll say this. Don't let sports define you, because it only takes one injury and it's over. So I say, for those of you who are healthy, who've not been injured, listen, you give every day your best and you let your best settle the score. But there's so much to be learned through sports that I don't see why one would not want to play it, because personal growth takes place. You know what I mean? Learning how to be a good teammate, all right? Learning roles, you know, and following rules, personal responsibility, all of those things, communicating, learning how to communicate, time management, you know, being at the stadium on time, being at practice on time. All of those things matter. And there's nothing greater than being a participant in youth sports. And I can tell you this, if you're willing to go the extra mile, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving a higher than normal degree of success. I was just relishing this morning on one of our students who trains with us, and she had a big dream, but she was willing to put into work. And Kennedy Hafer told me several weeks ago, she said, Coach, I think I'm gonna go to Lehigh University. And Lehigh offered her a full ride. She plays basketball over at Argyle High School. And but if you would see the work she's put in, you know, and the support she's had from her family and all of her friends who love her, you would know that she was going to make it. And we've got many in our gymnasium like that. We just know that someday their dream is going to come true because they're putting in the work. And, you know, I'm so proud of her, but I'm not surprised, because she goes to her school practices, she goes to her select team practices, and then she adds our practice. That's for her personal growth. And the people who go the extra mile, they typically get the extra rewards. And then the whole key to all of that is putting it together within the framework of your team. You know, and that's why you see me today. I'm still running. I told God many months ago, I said, God, if you will help me to come back from this unwanted circumstance, I will continue to shine my light unto the world and speak about the love of Jesus. And you know what? God is faithful. And I've been so blessed to have sports as a platform to witness to men and women and boys and girls throughout the world. And I will continue to do that, because I made a promise to God to do that. I have a covenant relationship with him. And so again, to be on this track when no one else is looking, no one made me, no one asked me. Young players, you know, if your parents are having to make you practice, they're having to make you stretch or eat well. I'm not hungry. You cannot play sports on an empty stomach. You cannot play sports and not feed your body the proper nutrients it needs. All right, that's gaso. That's gasoline. And I mean, we're not electric cars. All right, we have to replenish. And your output is directly affected by your input, young players. And so when you're telling mom and dad you don't want to eat or you want to keep eating junk food, just remember, what you put in is what you're going to get out. It can only get you so far. Those of you who have not yet reached your peak, all right, you're working on it. Listen to your coaches. Man, your coaches are my friends. They're my peer group. They know what they're talking about. You don't have to agree with them. Just choose to do it their way. Be a good subordinate. That's going to help you in life when you get that job making more money than you ever thought you could make, because you're going to go to school and get that education, which is should be a priority, okay? And so again, let your coaches help you. Ask questions, but ask it at the right time. Not right after a game. You've had all summer to ask a coach a question. And it's very disappointing to a coach when you want to ask, Coach, why am I not playing immediately following a game when you had all summer and off season to get to know him or her or them, and you chose not to. And don't let AAU coaches, select coaches, trainers get in your head and start telling you what you should do, you know, during your high school, middle school, and even collegiate play, especially if it opposes what coach is wanting from you. All right, that's wrong. And I always tell our staff, we don't do that. We're not going to do that. It's not my team. We're going to be in concert with coaches. And I always tell select coaches, yo, try to get in concert with the coaches, because they're part of our peer group. They're our brothers and sisters, and we got to work together collaboratively. But young players, listen to me. Sometimes in this game, you only get one shot. You get one free throw. It's 1-and-1, and you got to make the best of it. And when you make the best of it, you can make the most of it. But you got to do that in practice. You got to do that on those holidays when coach says, okay, you got 5 days off. Well, I'm telling you, you should have a game plan. You start getting your Thanksgiving game plan and your Christmas game plan ready right now. Now, our doors are going to be open. We always tell people, hey, our doors at Hoop on the Basketball are going to always be open, all right? And we welcome players, because I always talk about getting ahead. You got to get ahead, but then you got to do what you got to do to stay ahead. And that's why I like running. I like running, man. Let's go. Let's go. You know, I was on the court the other day, and I couldn't get enough. I mean, I'm talking, when I tell you I was on the court, when I tell you I was on the court the other day, I could not get enough, man. I was like, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm moving those feet. Boom, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, because I'm out here working, and I always say, whatever you do the most, you grow the most, man. I knew when I was a kid I wanted to be a professional athlete. I knew that. And boy, when I learned to work hard, oh my God, when I touched my first trophy, I knew what I wanted. When I played at halftime of the Dallas Mavericks game in Hot Shot, an NBA-sponsored event, and I won it, and all those people started standing, 20,000, I knew I wanted to play in front of big crowds. I knew it. And still today, I know God's got a lot more in store for me. I cannot wait. That's why I am continuously doing what I got to do to improve myself. But I want to see you, young players, improve yourself. You got to be willing to go the distance. You got to be willing to do those push-ups at home. You got to be willing to stretch at home. Jump rope at home. You say, oh, coach, I don't have a jump rope. That's all right. Just do this. Use your imagination. There's no excuses, man. People always talk about, I don't have the money to do this. I don't have the money to do that. Well, money don't make you. Your willingness to get off your tail and put in the work. Quit making excuses. You want quick feet? Jump rope. If you want to learn how to jump, jump. If you want to learn how to jump, jump. That's it. Hard work, it builds muscles. It builds confidence. It builds self-assurance. But you got to do it every day. Every day. You got to work when your competitors are sleeping. And then don't forget to read the good book, man. Don't forget to read the good book, man. God says in his word, if we put him first, he will supply all our needs. And that's with a capital A. And so I want to again say, you bear the responsibility of being the best you that you can be, the best version of you that you can be. And don't worry about what other people think. Quit being scared to get out there and fail, because failure, it has a lot to do with success. And everybody says it, but at some point you got to start believing it. Don't let fear stagnate you, stop you, hold you back. You let faith and confidence and self-assurance propel you into greatness for the Lord, not for man, because man will fail you. They will fail you. The minute you make mistakes, or you're going to make mistakes. You're going to go through adversities. Coach is going to say something to you at times that you don't like, but they're going to put you on the bench at times. Sometimes they're going to have a game or two when they say, you know what, I'm about to teach you a lesson. But use that to motivate you. Don't start writing a book about how bad the coaches are and how bad you hate the sport. Don't do that. Take the high road. You get up and you work your tail off. You be the first person at that gym. You be the first person on that field. You be the first person on that volleyball court. You be the first person wherever and whatever it is you're doing. You be the first person out there and the last person that leaves. Success, it comes with a price. You be the best teammate that you can be. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything else. Don't be the person who starts the wildfires. I love going to basketball games, but what I don't like about going to basketball games is immediately after the game, there's always people and parents making excuses. Man, I didn't come to watch you play to hear you tell me about an excuse. You get out there and you compete, man. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. But you go and compete. And when you walk off the court, when you walk off the field, when you walk off any court, any sports competition, you should walk off. You can walk off that competition site with your head held high. How you doing, Coach? What's up, baby? What's up? Good job. Way to go. Way to compete. Way to compete. Way to compete, baby. Way to compete. Way to compete. Don't run my battery down because you've chosen not to build yours up. You had the time to do it, but you didn't want to put the work in. And us old school pioneers, we respect people who put the work in. We respect people who are willing to go the extra mile without making mistakes, without making excuses. And even at my age today, people say, man, how do you look so good? Whatever. I eat well. I get rest. All right? I don't stay up at night drinking. I don't go to places that cloud my head, with garbage. I don't hang around with people who speak negatively. I don't do that. I don't do that. And I've learned the art of just keeping myself pure and clean. Nobody made me come run today. And I'm not just jogging, I'm running sprints, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I know all of you old schoolers out there, y'all ready to go. Come on with me. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Let's do some jumping jacks. Let's go. You want a first step? Here we go. First step. Boom. Gotcha. First step. Work on that first step. Boom. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Young players, man, the sky's the limit, man. There's nothing you cannot do. These fields, these tracks, the court, man, I walk by them, I see them, and they're lonely, and I feel like we should have kids out here all the time improving themselves. Improving themselves. Kids should be in the library all the time improving themselves, gaining knowledge and insight and wisdom. They should be asking questions to old school veterans, pioneers, or whatever it is you want to do. So you get built up and trained up because you can't do it by yourself. You know what the best way is once y'all get y'all degrees and find a job? Know somebody with one. Know somebody with one. But a lot of times the reason you don't know nobody is because you haven't developed a wholesome personality, all right, to learn and meet new friends and new people. you got to learn how to go and develop new friends, new friendships. So I always take my kids with me, and I say, hey, come on over here with me to this event. I want you to meet my friends. I want to meet you. I want you to meet the president. I want you to meet the CFO. I want you to meet these guys. Dad, where do I have to go? Come on, boy, you're going. Then when it comes time for an internship, boom, you know somebody. I get tired of people asking for money, and then the kids say, hey, Dad, you got 25 of your friends' names? No, tell me 25 of your friends. Yeah, you probably should start hanging around people who got parents that got jobs who can help you when you have to put 25 names on the list. There's a lot to learn, man. Parents, y'all keep teaching them, man. They don't, and I want the older guys to keep teaching me. I always keep, my oldest friend is in his 80s and then 70s. I got friends because how am I going to help somebody that's a little beneath me if I don't have nobody above me that's helping me? Each one teach one. Young players, play the game, man. Play it hard. Play smart. If you're on the bench, be the best cheerleader on the bench. When you're on the court, man, bring energy. Bring effort. Don't go in there to be a hero. But don't play like a zero. Because I didn't come to watch you do that either. And talk, communicate, 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 communicate. There's a champ in all of y'all. But you got to put it together with other people. You got to put it together. You can't play by yourself. You can't win by yourself. Even the fans are part of the team. Statisticians are part of the team. Custodians, part of the team. The people that, facility workers, part of the team. Basketball managers, part of the team. Respect one another. All the time. Drama, leave it out. Leave it out. Leave it out. No drama, man. We ain't got time for that. We're going to play together. We're going to work hard together. Drag somebody to the gym. Put some extra shots up. Run some extra line drills. I always tell young people the best way to get in shape is run. I call them fun runs. Y'all call them suicides. Run them regularly. Go to a football stadium. Run those stairs on the regular. Do it on Saturdays, Sundays. Go extra, extra, extra. And I'm telling you, something good is going to happen for you. You ask Olympians about that. They'll tell you, my schedule is not the common man's schedule. It's not the common man's schedule. I've been to pretty much about at least 45 states, okay? And then some countries playing basketball. Free. Because of the work, the body of work that I was able to put into. And you can do the same thing. And I'm standing today because now is my turn to give back. Got time to give back, man. But you got to be willing to fall and get back up and go again. See, a lot of people don't know how to fall and get back up again. When you get used to falling, you'll get used to getting back up. And then when you're in that big old game and you need a key play, you can just run in front of a guy or girl that's running up the court. Boom, got that charge. Boom, we good. Yeah, yeah. Boom, 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 we good. Now I can do this all day. Young players, I'm just telling you this, man. I want to see you win. I want to see you work hard. I want to see you grow. I want to see parity in youth sports. I don't like it when the top team, for 10 years in a row, is the top team. What about those other 9? Come on, man, let's go. We got to work. Let's go. If you need some help, come see me. We'll come see you. That's what our not-for-profit organization is about. We want to help join forces with communities who need some support. So coaches, listen, don't try to do it all by yourself. Go home to your family sometime. Let us come in there and be of support. We'll do it your way. Anyway, I love y'all. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I pray that all of your children will give life their best. We're going to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes. We need to be there for them. Jesus died for all of us. He died for all of our sins. Who are we to not be merciful and graceful to others, our own? But I want to see us all grow. Life is short. Young people who participate in youth sports, change your attitude. It'll change your outcome. It's a job. You're fit for service. Get out there and put it into work. Start it now. Deon, signing off.